Hi, it's the Carter Man, and today I've got my old Carib Carter hat on, back from the days when I was president of the Offshore Club, helping people find property throughout Central and South America. It's a wonderful club, and very popular. Helped a lot of people who wanted an escape route from deteriorating situation in the U.S. But I'm wearing it today because we're going to do Clown World today, okay? Every once in a while, you just need a little comic relief. And doggone, I was looking at the headlines this morning, and I realized we're living in a clown world, okay? We're living in a clown world. I mean, bad enough that Biden, if you saw his sit down with Netanyahu, here he is talking to a wartime prime minister, and he says, it's like my Secretary of State, right back when he worked for me, he said, I think we need, it doesn't matter anyway, we don't have enough time. It's the clown world. But I got a couple other examples for you. You just say to yourself, come on, folks. So, one, Victoria's Secret. You might have seen the headline in Fox News that Victoria's Secret ditches wokeness over sexiness. Victoria's Secret. You may recall that Victoria's Secret, which kind of became famous for women scantily clad, very, sexy women, advertising what they were selling. It seems kind of legitimate to me. You know, that's what their product was, and they knew how to exploit their brand sound. But then they decided to become woke. A bunch of liberals run it. Probably the same damn woman who came up with the transgender freak for Bud Light, or at least same type of person. And so they went to, they decided, no, we'll adopt as our spokesperson and our model this. What's her name? Megan Rapaport, the lesbo, angry, anti-American lesbo that missed the winning soccer goal in the Women's World Cup, or whatever they call it. A shot that the average high school kid could have made, by the way. So that's what they did. Yeah, they dumped all the pretty models and said, she's our ideal female for Victoria's Secret now. And then they wondered why sales fell off. Well, let's see now. If you're a guy, is this your ideal woman? If you're a woman, is that what you want to look like? I hope not. So Victoria's Secret now has returned to promoting the type of branding that made them fabulously wealthy, instead of going woke and going broke. So that's the first. Then we had this headline. This is from the Daily Mail, London Daily Mail, okay? I'm going to give you a chance to read it there. Okay? All right, read that over now. So, folks, my fellow paisano, my mother was from Italy, Andrew Cuomo, decided to take his political advice from Joe Biden, Toxic Joe Biden, the village idiot. Joe Biden told Cuomo, who was in his 60s, not to run for president because he was too young. And Cuomo bought into it. It's like kind of Dumb and Dumber, isn't it? It's kind of like Dumb and Dumber. Who would take any advice from Joe Biden, okay? I mean, non compos mentis. And the guy has always just been one of the most, back when I worked in the Senate back in the early 80s and had worked with him, everybody just said, this is one of the stupidest guys in the U.S. Senate. You know, I know now you watch him and you think, you know, his blundering and bumbling and fumbling is because of senility, and in large part it is, but it also is the core of Joe Biden. So Mario Cuomo decides he'll take his political advice from Joe Biden, of all people. Okay? You know, just a sleazy, disreputable, you know, vacuous character if God ever ever created one. And so there you have, there's your clown world too. Cuomo, honest to God, could have, you know, been the first Italian ever to run for president. He really could have. I mean, they framed him on this business of him telling a woman she was pretty and in the midst of the Me Too nonsense and ending his political career. The man is Italian. Italians, hey, sweetheart, you look pretty today. That means nothing to an Italian. Let me tell you, we say it to some of the ugliest women that ever lived. It's just a nice thing to say to an Italian, but they got Cuomo on that. But you know, when you read that headline, that Cuomo took his political advice from Joe Biden, you say, for the first time, thank God for Me Tooism, because it might have helped us dodge a bullet. Okay, so there you go. Just a little bit of a clown world for you, a little bit of comic relief, and I'll finish up with this. Somebody just posted it on Facebook, and it is the perfect summation of the United States government now. Okay, there we go. The House chamber appropriately depicted, and not just because of the Republicans not finding a speaker. I mean, most Americans would care less. But that really is them. That's really both the Senate and the House all the time. It is a clown show in a clown world. All right. So there you have it. We'll fight back. We'll find some adults we can put in the room. Sooner or later, we'll do it together. Let's do this thing.